Let's check in with our pre-market open this morning. As futures are pointing, they're kind of flattish. They're up a little bit. The S&P's up 2, Dow's up 57 right now. Pre-market open. We're all waiting patiently on the FOMC to raise rates this week. So that's kind of the big news market's hanging out for. But outside of that, let's go to our Real Investment News Desk with Scarlett Picard this morning. Good morning, Scarlett. How are you?
Good morning, Lance. I'm good. 12 days till Christmas. I'm excited.
Well, I know. Did you get a Barbie dream house for Christmas?
I did not get a Barbie dream house. But
well, I figured you should have, because then Brian could have upgraded the bathroom in it.
I know. I'm just thinking, thank goodness I'm having a boy, because dang, that's expensive.
Oh, trust me, it's no cheaper with boys, and I will tell you the horror stories later.
No, please don't. All right, well, getting into some of the news that we've got going on, NFIB small business optimism soared to 107.5 in November, hitting its highest level since 1983. That's according to Bloomberg. Overall, small business owners are happy about Trump's business-friendly mindset and favor towards tax cuts in Washington, although it may not be exactly what they were hoping for. Recent index readings from NFIB members suggest they anticipate stronger economic growth as high as 4%, according to Market Watch, in the fourth quarter. The Office for National Statistics says UK inflation hit an almost 6-year high. Consumer prices rose 3.1% in November, making for the fastest pace since March of 2012, as Brexit-related price increases continue. The sharp fall in the value of the pound following the UK's vote to leave the EU last year has raised the cost of imports. According to a report by Bloomberg, Saudi Arabia is now reportedly planning to hike gas prices by 80% in January. The report states the price hikes are part of the kingdom's efforts to reduce the amount that it spends on state handouts and subsidies, and to diversify its economy away from oil. Fuel prices, excluding jet fuel, are not expected to rise to international levels until 2023 at the earliest, according to the report. And speaking of oil, Brent crude oil, the international benchmark, nears $66 a barrel after Britain's Forties pipeline was shut due to cracks. The pipeline is important because the oil it carries normally sets the price of dated Brent. The oil market had already been tightening as Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries and Russia have cut production. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll give you another report here at 8:30 at the market open. But Lance, that's what we have for now.
Looks good. So have you ever shopped at Charming Charlie's?
I have.
You have?
Yes.
Well, I have a quiz question for you this morning. What does Charming Charlie have in common with Fashion to Figure, Toys R Us, Vitamin World, Perfumania, True Religion, and the Wet Seal?
Let me guess. They're all going out of business.
You are absolutely right. Charming Charlie's, Houston-based, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection this morning. Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, and again, it's kind of interesting. You know, these millennials and things that are coming up, there's this kind of a collapsing loyalty to to apparel logos. They don't really care that they're wearing Prada or anything else. They like
I'm
what they
surprised
like.
because Charming Charlie's is kind of like a cheap knockoff. I hate to say it like that, but it's a cheap knockoff of expensive stuff. So you can go in there and you can buy earrings that do look like Prada earrings for like $10. So I feel like that's, if anything, what everyone is turning to. Francesca's.
Well, yeah, you would think that. And I'll tell you what, there's a sign that suggests that there's really more trouble economically than not when pawn stores, Pawn America is now filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy as well. So when you have a pawn store filing for bankruptcy, there's trouble in Legoland.
Yeah, that's insane. That's insane.
All right, we'll be right. Thank you so much. Yep. We'll be back at 8:30.